Welcome to Let's Talk AI. And boy, there's a lot to talk about. I'm Huey Poplock. We do this the fourth Friday of every month. We're part of the Sarasota Technology User Group, or STUG, but we have this open to all of you. And I am now placing these on the STUG YouTube channel and sharing it, making it public. So the link is in the newsletter each time, but you can just go to the Stug YouTube channel and find them. So by all means, if you miss a meeting, watch the video because we never know where it's going to lead us. And it's this is different than a presentation. It's more of a discussion. That's why it's called Let's Talk AI. And so we sometimes go off into tangents that we might not otherwise do. I thought I'd start this. I sent out a picture in the newsletter, and I'm not sure if you were able to see it because it's a small picture and it's got a lot of information on it. So let's take a look at it here. Let's see here, share, and bring it up. And this was the picture. And what this is from an article that I found, the top 50 Gen AI web products by unique monthly visits. So not everything is here. There's two or three that were mentioned in a video where I discovered this, saying that they weren't on here. And I think one of them was Copilot. It's not on here, and I can't remember what the other one was. So not everything is here, but certainly a lot of them. So the article was very interesting, and it kind of talked about a lot of these. But at the bottom of the article was a list of each of these that were linkable. So what I did was I went and let's see if it's here. I went and took that and put it in an Excel spreadsheet. And these are all links to each of those. Then what I did is I took them one column at a time or 10 at a time because there's 50 of them there. I took them 10 at a time and I said, give me the a two-sentence description of each of those. And then I captured them and I put them in this spreadsheet. And I will share this with you. I'm not sure. I was hoping I could do it through Zoom, but I guess I can't. So I'll have to put it somewhere and then send you a link to it, or I rather not send out 80 some odd emails. So I'll try to put it somewhere so you can get to it. But the first one here is it was something I never heard of, AI.
How big of a file is it?
It's not big. I could email it, but I don't. That means 80 some odd emails. I
Well, you
know I
can put
can.
it in chat.
You can go into chat and then say files, your computer,
Yeah.
navigate to the spreadsheet and send it to all of us that
Okay,
are
let
on.
me. Okay, so you're going to have to talk me through
Yeah,
this.
you can
So,
put it in chat.
uh,
Just copy it into chat.
okay, well, I can't. Let's see, chat's up here
You go to
now.
chat
Yeah.
Okay,
and
I'm
you're
in
sharing your
chat. Whoops.
computer. You see the chat window while you're
Yep.
sharing?
No.
You
Just
may
And
have to
down.
stop
yeah,
sharing.
stop sharing. Take the file that you're where you got your file saved, and then drag it over to chat.
I can just do that while we're here because I got a second screen. This AI web apps.xlsx cannot be sent because it's currently in use. Okay, so I got to close it. So let's go ahead and stop the share and then let me close it. So it doesn't let me do that. All right, and now drag it. Yeah, it's there. 30, 35 megs, it looks like. Do you see it?
Not yet. It's probably
Did
going
you
to take a couple of minutes
did you
if it's.
send it?
35 megs is a little
Oh,
large.
I gotta hit send, don't I?
Yeah.
There it is.
We got it.
It's
Yep.
36K,
Good.
not megs.
Yeah.
That's
I've
it.
done
All
that on
right. So,
occasion too. Forgot to put something in chat and forget to send it.
yeah,
Yeah,
let me go ahead and
I got it.
I got
okay, and let me send this other one. All right. So both of those that I just showed you, you now have a copy of. Good. All right. Let's go back to sharing my screen again.
I don't see Nvidia on there.
You
These
don't
are
see
all the
what?
different AI. Nvidia, Nividia, NVDA in the
From the
in the
You're
sheet.
talking about
stock
one of the items in there?
the stock symbol Nvidia.
Okay. There may not be. I didn't put this together. So
Okay.
share and then bring that up again. Okay. Are you talking about in here?
Right.
Okay. Well, this was just the top 50 by unique monthly visits. I don't know what they used to put it together, but it may have been the one you mentioned might be 51 or 55, and so it's not listed.
Oh gosh, that one is in the on the stock. The symbol is NVDA,
Okay. Nvidia.
Nvidia, right?
Yeah, that's the card that everybody has as
Did you
well.
send that
Okay.
out? The email?
No, it should be in your
Yeah,
chat box.
only 35K, not 35
Yeah.
megabytes.
Okay,
No,
well,
no, the X. Yeah, that's right. It is. Okay, you got an XLS file
And the
and you
JPEG
got
file.
and you got a JPEG file.
oh, it's in the
It's in the chat.
yeah, right. Okay, sorry guys.
Uh,
I'm
And
old.
yeah, I understand that. Uh,
Thanks a lot, buddy.
yeah.
okay, so these are the ones that are listed, and then I'll minimize that, and I'll bring up the Excel spreadsheet so you can see. So let's take something that I'm familiar with. There's ChatGPT. When I click on it, it takes me right there. So you can get to all 50 of those just by clicking on the link in the
Yeah.
spreadsheet.
What's interesting is the list says, the list says it's the top 50 most visited, yet Gemini and Copilot are not on the list.
Yep. And so we don't know where they got the list from and so on, but let's not pick and be picky about it.
Oh, no, no,
There's 50
not it.
there's 50 good links and I did the description. I gotta grab a cough drop. That water's not helping. Just give me a second here.
No, that's a good point. It wasn't a criticism.
Yeah.
Because we know to add those on the list.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And a lot of these you might not be interested in. But okay, here's ChatGPT, and this is the new 4.5. In order to get to it, you do have to have the paid version. I went to the paid version because of this. So let me just show you something here. Uh, show and the street.
Hmm.
Holding a sign that says, welcome to and let's see what
Why,
it does.
why do almost all the AIs have trouble spelling things properly?
Well, where do you see this?
Mixes up letters and all sorts of stuff.
Well, I use ideogram.
Try ChatGPT 4.5.
Okay.
It'll blow you away. Watch what we get.
It gets it right, huh?
If you read the email, I posted a picture at the bottom with a sign in a diner talking about Let's Talk AI
Yeah.
and the times, and it did it correctly. And I did it with ChatGPT 4, and let's see what we got here.
Hmm.
I'm not seeing a sign there, but it might be in front of them.
How much does that one cost?
$20 a month.
Oh,
But And but you can do it by the month, and you can cancel it and then try something else. Just don't get too many at once. But let's see how it does take a while to generate.
What's interesting is you didn't give a age range, so it's picking what is probably a median age.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And we'll adjust that in just a moment. I'll show you how you can do this.
God, it looks just like me.
Yeah.
It
Couple
looks
days
like
ago.
I would like to look. That's great.
Okay, so let's see.
Yeah. Every time I try and generate a picture with words in it, it misspells those words.
Yep.
That's correct. But this new ChatGPT is not using DALL-E. It's using something new that they have, and it gets it almost right, or it gets it right almost every time. I did find one that I had to make some changes, and I did try it, without the paid version, and it had things misspelled.
I understand this is DALL-E 4.0.
Does it make a difference if you use quotation marks around the text?
Apparently not, because I forgot to do that for that, and it still got it.
No, I meant in those cases where it spells it wrong.
No,
I didn't try.
I did, and it still didn't do it correctly.
Isn't Copilot using DALL-E?
I think so.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. But ChatGPT 4.5, if you have the paid version, it does not. It uses its own now that is much, but it takes more time.
Okay, what's DALL-E?
That's a program from, I think it's from the same company that creates pictures. So while it's doing that, let's go back to
Yeah, when it's basically, you can think of it as a companion or a component of the AI responsible for pictures.
Kind of like Paint in Microsoft.
Well, it's not a paint editor, it's the generator.
Yeah, it's a
No,
component of,
it's a subset of
right?
Yeah.
and there we go by telling you to do it with a senior citizen.
Yeah, Carl's got glasses on now.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
you look more accurate.
That was the first one.
You
And
were
this is-
in your email on this thing, you had 2 YouTubes at the bottom and said, watch those videos before this meeting. I reviewed the video. One of them was on Kindle where they're selling this Amazon ebook. And they're at the end of it, he wants you to pay them $1,995 to join their partnership. Is that a legitimate thing, what they're doing?
I don't remember what you're talking about, but it wouldn't be anything I'd ever
Kindle.
consider.
It's on Kindle. It's in your email and it said, watch those videos before this meeting. And I watched the video and it has Audible and Kindle, Kindle. The Kindle one was this girl, Marie something, that is advertising or selling this.
It's an ad. I don't have anything to do with that.
It's an
And
Amazon
and
for
it may be,
ebook.
yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about it. I just if you're interested in buying it, then worry about it.
No,
No.
I'm wanting to ask you, is that thing a legitimate thing? Because it doesn't.
Well,
it
I
sounds-
at $1,900, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Likely
Yeah.
not.
A Kindle
I'll
is
se-
a Kindle
I'll
is a
send-
real price, but a Kindle doesn't cost more than $50.
I'll send it back to you. It's them videos you say to watch before this meeting, whether you said that or whoever sent that email.
It did not have anything to do with that.
It doesn't? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, right now you can get Kindles for $45 and up.
Yeah.
I know Amazon.
Okay, anyway, so you get the idea what with ChatGPT and
Can you tell it to make the sign with a green out of green marble and etched
absolutely,
gold letters?
absolutely.
It's all about
And
prompting.
and it'll still come out with the proper letters and everything. Huh?
And
Yep.
also give him the face of John Wayne.
So
That's one of the enhancements.
now in the list here, I don't think Reev, Reve, is on here because it came out just this last week. But that's another one that let's see if I can bring it up here.
Well, Huey, you probably read this like I did, that the Nvidia's CEO said they're starting to melt their chips. So they're probably slowing things down.
No, that one particularly. So here's what I created with Reev, and I have a hard time, excuse me, I have a hard time matching my beard in any of these pictures. And this was about the closest I came to it, was this one. But it
What the heck is that?
comes down below my face. And so what I did, I then took this picture and dropped it into Photoshop and told it, or any erase program, and then I erased this part and this part, and it came out perfect. So I got a nice picture of this guy with a beard very similar to mine.
And Huey, when I saw that picture, I thought, is that what you look like in your youth?
No, it was generated by this program, Reev, but you can edit the prompt, and I don't know whether to show the prompt or not. And let's see if I say edit the prompt. Yeah, there's the prompt. And you can change whatever you want in this. Okay, so if I say sits at a wooden desk, sits at a counter in older and then say okay. I told it to do it 4 images.
So Huey, there's so many of these things. Which one is the better ones that you can trust and believe?
Do you want it from today or yesterday or from last hour or from next hour?
Oh my gosh. They're really confusing.
Yep, it is. And that's why we have these meetings so we can talk about some of these things. But look at that. Just by me changing a couple of words in the prompt. And I could also, I don't remember if this does words or not, or how well it does. I don't even know if I played with that part of it or not. But this is one to play with. I did not pay for this. So let's go back.
Whose face is that based on?
It's based on AI.
But so it's just an agglomeration of
of whatever they have. But this is about Reev.ai is a creative tool startup based in Palo Alto. It's brand new, and I apparently at this time it's free, and it's Reev.art.
Reev. Well, Palo Alto have certain networks over there.
Yeah.
That's probably.
But you can see all the different things that I tried here. And then as I gathered them, then I kept adjusting because you can describe an image or drop one in here. And then you have the choice of enhancing on. So you can keep changing your prompt like I just did. If I just taking a couple of words and changing it, and it will do the picture. And obviously it's a lot quicker than the the ChatGPT, I got this first, and I said, "Oh boy, this is great." And then and then ChatGPT came out with the 4.5, and I subscribed to it, and I started playing with it. So now that one kind of leaped for me above it. But if you don't want to buy anything, might be one to play with and try.
What's interesting is it took the last picture it took, it turned the hanging mustache into handlebars.
Yeah, yeah. You don't know what it's going to do because here's this. Can we go from one to the other here? Yeah.
Oh wow, look at that one.
There's
Wow.
the with the handlebars, yeah.
So these things just make people look different.
Yeah, and this is the one I used, but I edited out the hanging down part and just deleted it. And
In
let's see
fact,
what
this
else
could be really a boon for police work.
Oh, well, yeah, but you can't. You, I'm not sure how much you can tell it how close it will come,
Yeah,
but you can.
the little small idiosyncrasies and differences. I don't know.
Yeah, but
If you could
it
change a
did
little at a
say
time.
in there that if we go back to the prompt, uh, let's see, four image. I thought there was a place where you could upload. I guess that was in the other one. Instruct, I'm not sure what that does. And edit prompt is then you bring the prompt up. So anyway, those are two things. Let's see, let's go ahead and stop the share for a moment.
Huey, a quick question on
Sure,
that list
Donna.
of the top 50.
Yeah,
It's live. If you have, even when I download it, it isn't live. If I click on any of them.
that's correct, but there should be a second file that's an Excel spreadsheet.
Oh, okay. I downloaded that one. That's where it is.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's this one. These are all live. It's the
Okay.
same ones. I just made a list of them with the link. And then what I did is I can't remember which AI program I used, but I said, give me a description of each one. And then I just copy and paste them. How accurate the descriptions are, I don't know. But
Okay.
like Clipchamp, a video editing platform with AI powered features such as automatic captions, audio enhancements, video resizing, and more, making video editing accessible for everyone, and that's free.
I got
Uh, so I didn't put in there, for it to search on pricing because the pricing's all over the place on each of these, and it's so much involved that you can't get a nice clear uh, file to share. So I'll let you find out each one. But here's InVideo, an AI-powered online creation platform that simplifies video editing, content creation, and marketing videos through automated tools and templates. And that's one I use.
Is that one a good one in video? That's the
Yeah,
one
but I think you may be able to get one or two or a couple of free ones, but it's $25 a month.
Nvidia is 25. Mhm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, so go ahead, Marcia.
I was just going to say, I signed up for that Reev that you,
Yeah.
I just signed up for it, and I really like that it has a gallery, and when you click on it, you can click on edit prompt just to see what they said to get that picture. Do most of them do that?
No,
That was
a few
really
of them do.
nice.
But what I found is, let me go ahead and I'm going to minimize this again, and let's see.
Isn't Nvidia the one that Trump is buying and is in competition with DeepSeek?
No, ChatGPT, I think, is more with DeepSeek, but I don't know for sure. I don't remember if they do videos or not. Again, you can try it. It's free. So let's see. What was I going to do now? Oh, I was coming here. Whoops. Oh, I know what I had to do is share my screen. Okay. My mind's going in different directions here. Okay, and it's sharing the screen. All right, so now I want to bring this up. And
Yeah.
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a picture from somewheres. Let's see. Where do I have some pictures? Well, we can go to Reev here. So I'm going to come here, and then I'm going to right mouse click. There's a couple of things that I have added. One of them is Hive AI Director. That's an add-on for Chrome and Chrome type browsers. And if I click that, because that's the picture that's, let's see, I got to move these out of the way here. It's saying it only sees it as 52% AI generated. However, that was totally, as far as I know, was totally AI generated. But it's an add-on that you can click on a picture, and I've done it on some ads, and I was surprised that it said it was not. Now there's ways to hide some of these things, so but that's one thing that I have added on, and it's called no, let's see what it's whoops, wrong one here. This one. It's called Hive AI Detector, and that's an add-on or an extension for Chrome and Chrome programs. And I believe it will work on Edge as well. The other program, and I can remember. Let's see. We take this picture, and oh, I know. I got to go to AI.
No, this Hive one, is that one free to if you could talk about the current ones and the free ones is better maybe because they're getting all confused with all these darn things.
Oh, I know, and that's why I made that list that kind of describes each one. I had that problem because, as you'll see, I am going to go to my uh, where to go here? Oh, I know, I turned it off. So I got to come over here and go to Manage Bookmarks and Show Bookmarks Bar. I took that off yesterday for the Tech for Senior program. So if I come over here at the end and I go to AI, now I'll show you how many, this is my bookmarks just on AI stuff.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. They're really
Yeah,
coming, and
Oh
you
my
don't know which one.
God.
You don't know
Huey,
which
this is crazy.
it is. You don't know which one is
Okay.
fake and which one
Okay,
is good.
but the one I want to find is that's uncropped fake, and I got to remember how far back it was. Image to prompt generator. So I'm going to open that up, and what you do is you put any image you have, and let's um, let's see if I can find something here that I can get to quickly. Oops. Open pictures. I'm just going to find any kind of a picture here. It's over on my other drive, but let's just take here. All right, let's just, that's a BMP. Oh. I'm looking for just a quick picture to add here, and of course I open one that's not anything I want. Um, Background. Yeah, that was just, nope, nothing in there. Facebook pictures, this should have something in it. Nope. Well, see what we got here. All right, let's take this. All right, there's a picture. So I am going to, let's see, I got to move it out of the way here. I'm
So
going
is
to take
that
that
real
picture.
or AI?
No, that's a picture. That's a photo. So I am going to take that photo and I'm going to drop it here.
Where did you
And
get it
there's
from?
my folders. It's a picture from my collection.
Oh,
picture I took somewhere along the way.
That
okay.
reminded
All right, just don't worry about the picture. I want to show you what you can do with any picture. Okay, so general image prompt. Click it and generate prompt. And there's a prompt. Isn't that neat? Now,
Wow.
just for the
So
heck,
now you can take that and feed that into an
yeah,
AI
let's see
speech
what we
generator
get. Let's see what we get when we do that. Let's see, I closed everything here. Let's go back to Reev.
chat 4.5.
Yeah, I either want to see which one I get to first. All right, this is
Is it still doing that?
yeah, I stopped it, I think. But let's go ahead and ask anything. Let's see. I guess let's go ahead and just refresh that page. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we're going to come here, ask anything. I'm going to. That's going to take a while. So let's let that work. And do I have Reev? No, I guess I went off of Reev.
So Huey,
Interesting
can I
to see
make
how close it gets.
yeah, can I make a request?
Well, hang on just a minute. Let me
Okay.
I'll go to app and create. Let's see, how do I get to this is view, brief, create. Okay, I'll explore.
Your create bar is down there under the picture by the plus sign.
Yeah, oh yeah, there we go. And we'll drop that in there too. Tell it to create. And while it's doing that, let's run over back to ChatGPT. No, that's ChatGPT. That's not 4.5.
So it'll be like languages lost in
Did I lose?
translation.
Anyway,
Wow.
here's what we got from that prompt.
Pretty
This
good.
is good for real estate pictures, so they can make things look fake and nice.
Yeah. And again, that picture is this
Yeah.
from the description. So,
That's
it's
pretty
getting to the
impressive.
point where it's really getting very sophisticated, but it's knowing what tools to use. And I know that was something I think D you mentioned. How do you know? Well, you know what? I don't know. And I can't, sometimes I always say, I know I can do that. I've done it before, but which tool did I use? And you saw my list.
Wow.
And then I have to go look.
You could get wealthy by picking out the good ones and defining what they are and say which one is cost and which one is better and which one is free.
Yeah, what I'm trying to do is you'll see here, this is to download that one. So let's download this.
D, the
There
thing
it
is that
is.
changes every day. Which
If
one's
Yeah.
best and
If
so
you run
on.
it again, it's going to
Yeah.
give you different pictures.
That's correct. But what I do here is now this is the picture that I just downloaded. So I go to download, click it, and then I right mouse click it and tell it to show in folder. So let's see, the folder's over here, so I'll bring it over. So there's that picture. So I am going to say, let's see, art house, because that's what it is. And it was from Reev. So I put that right in the title. So when I open it, I know that it came from Reev.
They're still pretty much close, but no cigar, right?
Yeah, but you know what? From getting the description, because it's random, it's making it up. It's not going to make the same one twice.
Mm-hmm.
When if I looked
So
at
if
that
it,
generated image and I was searching for the house, that'd make it pretty easy to find the house, even though it's not exact.
yeah. Well, let's see how we're doing with does it generate the prompt? That's not the one I wanted. What happened to ChatGPT 4.5?
Where did you
Yeah.
generate that prompt from? That what did you have up there? It's hard to read it in the
The prompt
URL.
came,
Image to
okay,
prompt.
yeah, let's,
That
let's
It was
see, what was it?
imageprompt.org.
Yeah,
oh,
right here, imageprompt.org. You see it?
yeah.
So Huey, I'm still
Uh,
wondering if I could make a request.
Okay, yeah, hang on one second. Let me just drop this into the chat box.
Okay.
Where'd chat box go? It's over here. And any of you can do this if you can see it and you want to type it in to share it with everybody. Sometimes I don't do it. Okay, what's your request?
Well, I put an image in the chat that a guy I know, he somehow generated this, and it's a much better looking version of him in sort of a John Wayne type style. And I was just curious how we would go about taking a picture of ourselves and generating sort of different looks and feels of to attach to our own emails or put in our Google or whichever.
There are a lot of them that you can take, and in the description say that you want it to be, this is what, pencil art, charcoal, I don't know. Someone, Marcia, what would you call that type of art? Anyone?
Charcoal.
Gray
Like an
Okay.
old
scale.
Western something.
Okay, so let me find here. Okay, so let's take this picture right here. And let's see, now where was I going with this? What would you like to change? Let's edit prompt.
So how do you
Let's,
upload a picture to somewhere so that you can then tell
okay,
it to do things with it?
okay, hang on one second. Make
Okay.
this a charcoal. No, deal.
Yeah, charcoal drawing. That's a good description of that.
Let's see what it does.
We're busy melting Nvidia's chips. Oh, there we go.
And then
That's
you can
pretty good.
download it, open it up, and you can then image. Now it's edit, crop, and there you go.
But so what I don't
Now,
know is where you go or how you upload an existing picture to have it do things
okay.
with it.
Now some of them will tell you, I don't see here if there's a way to do it in Reev, but in some of them,
There's some of them it's just a drag and drop.
some,
of them
yeah,
have
some, well,
browse.
let's do Copilot.
Okay.
Well, it knows
Plus
it's you.
upload. And let's take us, where'd that picture go? I don't have that picture handy.
Download.
Yeah, let's that was it there, right?
Could be.
Yeah. That's no, that was the result we got.
Yeah.
But you'll see what you can do with it anyway. I'll do that.
Okay.
And there it is. And then you can tell
Have
it,
yeah, maybe it can add color to that. But okay, so it's just
yeah.
you clicked
So
on
it depends upon which tool you're using, whether it will allow you to upload, but a lot of them do.
So was it the plus that you clicked to get the upload?
Yeah,
to get the
on
various...
Copilot, it was the plus, and you can start a new
Okay.
chat, upload, or take a screenshot.
It actually asks you the question now.
Yeah, this one everyone works differently,
Okay.
and you got to just kind of experiment to find what is best. But what you can do is either use a screen capture program and screen capture it, or have a notepad open or a word Word document open or something and type in the steps you're taking. And then if worse comes to worse, you can always ask Copilot
It's
One
the
of the
how
things,
to do it.
yeah,
Okay, I'm going to stop the show.
one of the things Huey just did with that picture was dropping that picture in the Copilot, and then it gave you a description of the picture. You can do that
Yeah.
with any picture.
Oh,
If you want to know where the picture was taken at, for example, you can drop it in a Copilot, and Copilot will try to do that for you.
wow. It'll find where it was?
Yes, if it's a
Wow.
real picture. Most times,
Yeah.
there's a few others that'll do that also.
Okay,
Has
let me.
anybody ever used AI for family history?
Hmm.
Or is anyone interested in family history? Because Family Search, which Bill has, um, Family Search has 3 experimental labs right now using AI, and it can do all kinds of things for you in your family history, transcribing documents, finding faces, all kinds of things.
So they've got it built into their program using AI, and you're seeing this in a lot of different programs now that AI is becoming a part of it, and it has it built in how to use it with that program to find what you're talking about, correct?
Right.
But if worse comes to worse, is what any question you ask me is, how can I use AI in genealogy? And
I get rebuffed whenever I try to use AI genealogy. It says it's personal information. Can't get that.
well, yep. And so you might need to use uh, a different AI program.
Or it's your privacy settings on your computer, because of course it needs your name to connect you to your family. And it does have personal information.
Well, I haven't tried it within like Family Search within the genealogical program yet. I'm just talking about using AI like Gemini or Copilot. It rejects any requests I have.
There were a number of, during the recent Roots Tech meeting, they had many programs on AI, and most of those videos are available on YouTube.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like, it's making people look fake. It doesn't look like themselves. And then you don't know whether they're true or not.
That's correct. And the other thing you got to be careful of is using personal information in AI, because you don't know if that's dropping that information then into the conglomeration of data that it's using. So you really need to be careful what you ask for and what you want it to do. For instance, you definitely don't want to ask it questions about your specific tax information, because you don't know how private that information is and whether it's going to be used somewhere down the road. So I would be very careful what information you put in.
Also, AI doesn't have access to password protected websites that have ancestral information like Family Search, like Ancestry.com, etc. And so when it goes to look for things, as when you look for a name on the internet, it gets confused as to what you're actually looking for, or can't find exactly what you're looking for because of privacy.
Yeah, I know that when ChatGPT first came out and it was brand new, I asked it to give me information about people. Like I did a sample of like my family members and asking him for like a overall background. It told me a lot of things, where they worked, what their houses was, what it cost them, what Republican or Democrat party they belong to. If you ask it to do that same thing today, it won't give you that information anymore. They've altered what they let you get as information.
An
That's
interesting
why-
thing you can do with ChatGPT is ask it to tell you about yourself from the kinds of questions you've asked over time tell it to tell me about myself, and it's pretty accurate. It's really pretty good.
But
Yeah, I
that's the
don't,
one you have to pay for. They'll give you the accurate stuff, right?
The free version does it.
Oh,
okay, so I just showed you something that I thought I was sharing with you and I didn't, so I brought it up. So let's see how we doing with time. We got time. There was one other thing that I did want to show you about that. Let's see if I can find it again. No. All right. Let's open another one here. Talk AI. We're going to open this one here. It is open. That's the Excel spreadsheet. There we go. All right. What I wanted to do is show you on this Excel spreadsheet. The first one on here is AI. And let's see if it, yeah. Uh-oh. It's all in Chinese.
You're not sharing your screen.
Oh, all right. Let me start that over again then. Hang on. Thank you. I got two monitors and my mind is going in different directions. So, okay. So you should see it now. Okay.
Yes.
So now, okay. So I'm going to bring the Excel spreadsheet up here and I'm going to click on this. Notice here it says Google Translate, but if you right mouse click too, you should see Translate to English.
Mhm.
And there you go.
Mm-hmm.
So if something like that comes up when you're going to a website, find Google Translate and it will translate it for you. And this is also true if you go to a website and somehow your let's say it happened to me one time in Facebook that I had clicked the wrong thing and it made everything in Polish or something. No, it was Brazilian Portuguese. And I had to find a way for it to translate so I could figure out which button to to go back and change it back to English. So this is something you can do. So now we can, if I want, oh, that's Korean, it's not Chinese, but you can go back and forth between them. So if you run into that, that's how you can at least tell what it's doing. Now, whether because it's fact that it's in Korean, it may number one may not work for you, but number two, you may just say, okay, I'll cross that one off my list. I don't want to use it.
You can set your browser to translate automatically as well.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that, but that's good
Yeah.
too.
Well,
But if it doesn't happen too often, you may not think of that and may not do that. So
well, the only problem with sites that are translated is when you're searching for something, it's gonna search for it in English, but it won't find anything because the site is in Hungarian or
yeah.
Romanian or something.
But you're still, what I wanted to show you is if you do click on something and it takes you and you don't know what it is, you can translate it and see if it's something you want to pursue more or just get out of it. But at least you'll know what it says. All right, threw a lot at you today. I know a few of you came in late and probably it's not in the chat box, so I'm going to see if I can do this and make sure that they're closed. I got to close this and that's not it. Okay, so I can take this and I'm going to drop it down here. So if you came in late and didn't get a copy of, that's the spreadsheet that I had. And
Is this different from the first one?
no, but if somebody comes in after I posted it, they don't see it in chat.
Oh, right.
And there's the other one. So everyone who's on now, if you didn't get those two files, you might want to go into chat and download them.
Okay, so I want to know what FOE 317 means.
It's a Fraternal Order of Eagles. It's the chapter of of the Eagles that I belong to here in Bradenton, and I live in Eagle Village, which is the retirement community for FOE, or the Fraternal Order of Eagles.
I figured out FO, but I wasn't sure what the E was for.
Eagles. And if you're not sure what that is, if you're familiar with the elks or the moose,
You know,
those
we have
kind, yeah.
It
yeah.
also stands for Friends of Ellison. Yeah, there was a science
And
fiction.
probably a lot of other things too,
Ellison.
but we won't go into that. Okay, any other comment? We got some time left.
I
I
got-
threw a
downloads are
lot
great.
at you. Now it's Carl, your question?
Yeah, I had a stress test Wednesday, and one of the responses was from my results was that my sinus rhythm was normal, and I had no idea what that had to do with my heart because it was testing my heart. It's a cardiolite test they call it. So I went on Gemini and I asked a question, and my son was pretty upset with me because he's concerned that whatever medical information is going out on the web. And of course, I didn't copy the doctor's report. I just asked a question. But my question is, I thought about it later. When I ask a question like that on Gemini, does it know from metadata or whatever who's asking the question?
I don't think so, but what you don't want to say is, I have this issue. What is it? What you're going to just say is, what is it? And then list it.
Yeah,
Would
well,
be the way to do that.
Well, that's probably right, my son's, because I asked
Yeah.
Gemini, I said I had a stress cardiolite
Yeah.
test,
Yeah.
and
That
the
you
result
don't want to do.
was
Yeah. Yeah.
sinus rhythm normal. And the sinus threw me off because but it has nothing to do with nasal, by the way. It has to do with your electoral part in your heart, which is interesting, goofy name, I think.
Does it have anything to do with the Electoral College?
No, not that.
Okay. All right. Then I wouldn't worry about it.
The piece of information that they might know is that a lot of these websites require you to create a user ID and password. So when you tell it about or a generic medical condition, they're still going to know that Carl's email address or user ID, asked that particular information.
Well, you're
Yes.
right, because Gemini is part of Google, and of course, I do have a Google profile.
Yeah.
And so they could theoretically put a profile together on you, a dossier.
Yeah, my son was upset that I did that, but he asked, "I hope you didn't give your social security number too," and I said no.
But that's why you don't want to.
The best one of these you're saying is ChatGPT, from what you know as of now, not Nvidia.
Nvidia is a card, is a video card.
The chip too.
Yeah, and it's a chip. So there's one called Nvidio, but that's totally different. So I'm not sure what you're referring to when you say Nvidia. I'm not sure if they may have some software if you have their chip or their card. So, but I don't think it's AI.
It's Nvidia. It's on the stock thing. That something.
Yeah, they manufacture equipment that all these or that a lot of these AI tools are using to give you the answer.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Nvidia is a hardware company.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Again, ask using ChatGPT or Copilot, what is Nvidia, and it'll give you all that information.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. So when you're confused on something, or a lot of times I want to know how to do something, I just ask it. Now I ran into something yesterday. Now I have the Microsoft Office 365 that I pay for, and I got a notice this week. Now they've added Copilot to it, and I said, "What does that mean?" I had Copilot. Well, to do what I would see which way I did it. I can't remember, but let me see if I can bring up Excel again.
Well, Huey, while you're looking for
I
that,
got the same message too. I thought it meant it would work with other than a PowerPoint, other apps in Copilot.
yeah, a
Yeah.
coworker of mine is using Copilot to compare large spreadsheets through
Oh
what you're
yeah.
describing,
Yeah.
Huey.
Yeah. Let me share again.
It's actually a separate Copilot for each one of the apps.
Yes.
Each app has its own version of Copilot that it works with.
Originally, it
Not
just started out,
the
originally it was only
Copilot, it's
PowerPoint, right?
yeah, PowerPoint has it, Excel has it, Word has it, but each one is different than the other. In other words, the Copilot for Word is different than the Copilot for PowerPoint, which is different than the Copilot for Excel.
It's just
But
changing the
they're all
different
calling it the same
algorithms.
thing. They're calling it Copilot.
Yeah. Now this is fake information, so I'm not worried about the information. I told uh, one of the chat programs to give me a list of first name, last name, street address, city, state, a number for property tax, and a phone number. Give me 25 fake names, and it gave it to me, comma delimited, and then I opened up Excel and put it in. So now I have some things to work with. So let's say I wanted to do something with Copilot. Well, Copilot now is part of it. So if I click here, it's over on the side, and you got to have autosave on for it to work. So I'm going to tell it to turn it on, and it's going to say, where do you want it? So we'll say there. Okay. And browse first, you got it. Okay. So now I got some things here. Let's see. So I want to, how do I sort by last name? It tells me here.
Then you'd
Okay, step. Okay, so yeah, so I got to select everything here.
select everything and then choose. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just tell it to sort. Um,
Yeah, that didn't do it. Oh, finishing. No,
no.
doesn't look any different.
What are you trying to do?
Well,
Sort by last name.
But that's a normal spreadsheet function.
I understand, but let's say I forgot how to do it.
I think it's
Right.
too little for AI's power.
Well, in this case, I would expect Copilot, if you ask Copilot to sort the selected table by last name, and last name is one of the categories, that it would do it.
Well, maybe he has to say selected
Yeah.
table.
So here's how it's apply a custom sort on the column at index 1 in table A1 through G26.
More
And
specific.
hit apply,
Yeah, now it did it.
and now it's done.
Yeah,
Never
you have to
wondered
be
that worked.
Yeah.
more specific. Yeah.
Because it said apply in the box where I asked, it gave me an answer how to do it, but then it said apply, and I clicked apply, and it did it.
You're right, because your conversation versus normal spreadsheet is highlight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Has the ChatGPT finished generating that house image yet?
oh, I don't know. I think I closed everything. So
But even within Excel, I took a class years ago. You could have a list of different salespeople and different customers, and then you could ask it within Excel, sort by the highest, descending order of sales, and it'll take all the different customers they have and sort it all which way without. But AI, I guess you could do with AI, of course.
with AI, you just tell it what you want. It tells you how to do it, but then there was a button that said apply. I hit that, and it did it. I didn't have to
Yeah.
do anything else.
Yeah, no, it should be better because your conversation.
Yep.
Okay, I hope you learned something today. And make sure you download those files, because once I close the meeting off, you won't be able to get those files. So I'll give you a minute or so now to download those.
That's your Excel files, right?
Sorry,
It's the Excel files, Excel.
there's Excel. If you don't have Excel, use that same file and open it up with Google Sheets. And that's free. So you just go to google.com or go to, I'm not sure how you get it to open, but you just open up Google Sheets and tell it to open that file and it will do it. Okay, any last comments from anybody? Don't
Thanks,
forget,
Huey.
please go to the website. I am adding videos. Don't try to watch them all at once, but I'm picking the best of the best that I watch. I watch a lot more than what's there, but there's a lot of good videos that explain what a particular AI tool does, how it does it, why it's good, why it's bad. Some of them really do a good job of explaining, and some are tutorials, some are just showing you what you can do with it. Some show you what you can do and what's coming that's not there yet. But there's a lot of, I'm picking the best of the videos that I see